Good. Good. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we would like to give all praises to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash.
and double honors to the apostles and to the elders at Great Millstone, Ruel. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. We Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America. All right. So we're just going to get right into it. Right.
So we're just going to get straight into it. And what we're doing is we're prophesying the downfall of an age, of a kingdom. All right, starting with America, Babylon the Great. And the things that you are seeing in mainstream news, all right, is all a part of the destruction of America and the destruction of this power system, all right, in which who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ is going to come back, okay, and save his people, all right, and start a new age, which is the kingdom of heaven, all right. And right now, this war is going to be the last war ever, okay. This war that you're seeing is going to escalate into something that you people have never seen before, all right, which is World War III, all right. And those Iranians over there, the Lord is putting a spirit on them, all right, to escalate this situation, which the Amalekites really pick fights with everybody around, especially the Iranians, in which the scriptures say they would draw America, Babylon the Great. They would drag them out, okay? The least of the flock shall draw them out, okay, into World War III. And this is what you're seeing, all right? And this is going to be the end of the heathen rule, right? Which the Israelites will be set up in a position of power, and Yahweh Shai will be sitting on his throne in the kingdom of heaven. And that's what it's about. It's about power, okay? In which these people on the side, which they have been without power for a very long time, all right? And the Messiah is going to give them back their power.
Second Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Esau is the end of the world. So when we talk about the end of the world, right, we're talking about the end of Esau's world, the end of the so-called white man ruling. That's the end of this world. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Jacob would rule after Esau has gone down. And this is the transition of power. And it's going to be very dramatic, all right? And it's going to be very violent, all right? People have been saying that the time has been going by so fast, they blink and it's another day, it's a week went by. That's because the Lord is wrapping this thing up. The brother Ash used the word, the Lord is putting things into hyperdrive. It feels like everything is moving so quick, so fast. All right, the war started what, February 28th, they said? At the end of February, look where we at now. The war's been going on almost a month now. Okay, so things are moving speedily, and that's because the Lord is wrapping this thing up, man. Right? And Esau, Edom is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of their followers, and we're out here for our people, right? Because our people, if they don't repent and come back to the Heavenly Father, they will be destroyed in that thermonuclear fire that's coming to America. Okay, and it might sound funny, but what you see going on is going to get worse. It's going to get worse, a lot worse. It's going to that's going to start famines. The energy sector is being some might say compromised or whatever you might call it. Okay, oil. You need oil. You need electricity. So all these things that they're attacking, the infrastructure is needed to uphold a society. They're talking about blackouts. All right, you need oil. You need fertilizer. What? Oil and fertilizer go hand in hand. So without the fertilizer, how are you going to grow food? Without oil, how are you going to put gas in your car? Okay?
I got this as well. You know, oil, right? Main thing we think of oil is like, you know, for our engines. lubricate engines and producing, petroleum, gasoline, whatnot. But there's many things that revolve around, that are produced through oil.
Yep.
Plastic
Yep.
being one. You look around in Esau's kingdom, everything revolves around plastic.
Yep.
Everything in this kingdom has something, to do with plastic, which is a detriment to society because they just toss it out and it can't break down into the earth, right? But everything you buy is contained in plastic. That's going to drive up the cost of everything.
Yep.
I saw, I think propylene, they say double the price. And when you go into propylene, that's used to produce different plastics, produced in a lot of things. Right? So the cost of everything is going to go up. And everything, when you're dealing with oil, that's dealing with transportation.
Yes.
These trucks and planes and ships, cars, they all use oil to transport. So everything that's transported is going to go up because the cost of shipping is going up. But it's going to affect everything.
Also the diesel. Those big trucks use diesel gasoline. And if the diesel gas going up, bro, that means the food trucks gonna start coming in.
That's right. That's right. So diesel going up, your food is transported on a diesel truck. So what the people that are the supermarkets, the owners of those supermarkets, they're not gonna absorb that cost. You're gonna absorb it, the consumers. So what are we ultimately saying? The things that we've been saying for many, many years, starting with our apostles and elders, is about to happen. All right? Food shortages.
It's happening.
It's happening. All right? You need food.
Yep.
You need water. These things are about to be taken from the average Joe around here.
And if I may say this too, it's a media blackout on it. The apostles and elders, brothers been talking about it. You've been having a huge fire going on in Nebraska.
Yep.
You say some over 800,000 acres of land burnt up.
Burn.
And those are farmlands. Right, crops. So that also is adding to the pot.
It's Matthew 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So, hey man, people feel like the time is speeding up. Yes, the Heavenly Father is speeding up the time. The Heavenly Father is speeding up the time for whose sake?
The elect's sake.
For the elect's sake, bro. You wake up,
Yeah.
you gotta go to work, you work your hours, you go home, you try to study, you gotta go to bed. Next thing you know, you gotta go to work again. Hey, the day's been shortened, bro. The Lord's speeding it up.
That's right. That's right. And World War III is going to happen because of what you Edomites, starting with you Edomites, what you did to God's chosen people. You got something, Mark?
Yeah, I got something back.
Right? So the drawing out, all right, the heathens getting ready to fight each other.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 20. Which, let me start a little up. Verse 18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Start off when they said man shall desire to go to a city, and those TSH.
That was okay. Yeah, right before it. Second Ezra.
They said they got these shutdowns, the airports, people trying to travel, and those long ass lines. You're not gonna be able to go in different cities soon.
I'm gonna start up a little bit more since we mentioned it. Second Ezra 15 and 10. I might as well get all the meat. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Right? The Lord's people being the Israelites. America is modern day Egypt. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
Now, isn't what's happening kind of like we just going, it's happening all over again, because the Lord attacked Egypt's infrastructure, right? The way they drank water, the way they ate food. All right, so these things, all these things is happening again. Blackouts. There was blackouts in ancient Egypt. The Lord had a gross darkness on those Egyptians. So the Lord said He's gonna do it again, right? So get ready for the plagues of Egypt to come back, 2.0. Get ready for the plagues of Egypt 2.0. You got an option.
Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment.
Hey, these people crying already. You crying about $4 gas. Oh, just you wait till the summer. You just wait. You crying now. Oh, you save the tears for later. You're gonna need them. You're gonna need them to drink. Save it. Collect your tears.
That the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn.
The farmers, they're gonna start mourning. They already been mourning.
Yeah.
They already been crying. It's just going to get worse.
Didn't Bill Gates buy the crops?
He bought up all the crops. And we told you, we warned you years ago. We said, hey, this guy's buying farmland. Bill Gates was buying farmland years ago. None of you gave a damn.
He's the number one farm.
He's the number one farmland owner in the United States. Nobody cares, see? Think it's funny until you can't fucking eat.
And really, when you go into it, he bought up the farmland not only for what's on the surface, but because of the water aquifers underneath the land. Because when you buy land, you have rights to what's underneath it.
Right.
So they're cutting off the water supply as well.
That too.
That's drinking water.
So he wants to control the things that you need to survive. Water and food.
Yep.
All right, and the brother, you sent that video in the chat about the reasons why a lot of these ships can't pass the strait is because the insurance companies canceling their insurance policies.
Yeah.
Because it's too expensive, it's too risky. So it's a whole lot of shit going on behind the scenes that you people were sounding the alarm, and you Israelites, you better wake the hell up, man.
Look at 2 Ezra chapter 6, in verse 24 says, at that time shall friends fight, one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Going into that famine, you know, they control the waters. They control the water supply too, man.
Yep.
If they're gonna be fighting each other, all hell about to break loose.
Oh, it seems like the Barack Obama film and Netflix is about to come to real life. Leave the world behind. People been talking about that.
Yep.
That was a warning.
Exactly. Because Barack Obama is an insider. Somewhat. Right? So it's not gonna matter how much money you got soon. Because it ain't gonna be no food on the shelves. All you millionaires, because you millionaires are not part of the club. You can forget about it. You're nothing to them. So all you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that's down here in Miami or wherever you are, you're not in that club. If there's no food on the shelves, you're screwed just like us. All right, everybody's about to be on the same playing field except the men of the Lord.
Right.
We're about to, Lord willing, we're part of the elect.
Well, what we say is a great humbling.
Exactly.
People being humble. Your pride being brought low.
You damn right. Seeing $8 at the gas station, that's humbling.
Yeah.
See, the Lord has a very, very humorous way to humble people.
Yep. Yep.
They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. title of the movie is Be the Word Behind. Okay? For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Sword, the modern day gun. Nobody in the world has more guns than America. America is the #1 country with the most guns. The average, they say, one American owns 3 guns. That's how many guns it is in America.
It's like 25 guns to every person.
It's guns everywhere in America.
So it's going to be a bloodbath.
Exactly.
Go back and watch, them Purge movies. Okay? For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
That's right, because you put your trust in those leaders that you go to the booth and vote for. And the things that are about to happen, they're not going to have any answers for. They're not going to have any answers, and you're not going to listen to them anymore. What are they going to say when there's no food on the shelves? Everybody stay calm. They don't want to hear that shit. Everybody stay calm. That's the first thing they say. When you see these movies, you got it, brother. No, that was it. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, yeah. This is from Reuters. It says exclusive Trump's approval hits new 36% low as fuel prices surge amid Iran war. It says Reuters is a poll, so they took a poll and his shit dropped to like 30-some%.
Yeah.
Because they know it. Every time he's on the fucking podium, he's lying. He's saying, "Oh, he's making a deal." Iran's like, "We ain't making no deal with you. We can't talk to you."
What happened to Drill, baby Drill?
He won the war within the first 4 days. Then he said he was winning the war. Then he said he didn't need help. Then he said he do need help. And then he don't need help. You know, he's a president that actually said that they'll drop bombs for fun. No other president has said this in history, that he would drop bombs for fun. This is what you got ruling right now, and that's why people are not going to regard their rulers when shit hit the fan. Look at the Daily Show on Comedy Central and Jon Stewart. Look at how they talk about your president. So when shit hit the fan, when it comes to food in your mouth, people ain't gonna fucking care. They ain't gonna care.
And not to mention that Epstein file.
Right.
That right there got many people saying F the government. You know? Yes, you want to
I thought about Isaiah 30 verse 1 says, "Well, woe to the children," said the Lord Yahweh Bashar, counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Basically, all the instructions that come upon the rebellious children, these so-called Negro Latinos and Americans.
Yeah, because you niggas go and vote too. Y'all voted for Donald Trump too. So y'all taking under Egypt's cover, but Egypt about to fall.
Millions of Jake voted.
You know, when we was out here after Donald Trump won, you know, you Edomites had a very stout look when we came out here to prophesy. Yeah, we would still remember. Y'all had the MAGA hats on. You know, y'all was looking at us like, oh. Now look at Donald Trump.
What a MAGA hat.
What a MAGA hat's at? I haven't seen a MAGA hat in months. Oh, nah, see, but you voted for him though. No, we did. I would never vote.
How many Cubans voted for Trump? Now he making war against Cuba right now. You're right.
Hey, and a lot of these people, they ain't gonna tell the truth because they're ashamed.
Right.
They go to the booth. He didn't tell his wife he voted for Trump. Yeah, I voted for him.
Right.
We're the top gone. Isaiah 30, verse 1. Woe to rebellious children, said the Lord Yahweh Bashar, that take counsel, but not of me.
Right, they should be taking the counsel of the prophets. But we're the mouthpiece of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But which counsel are they taking? You agreeing, brother?
And that covered with a covering, but not of me, not of my spirit.
Right. So they don't have the spirit of Yahweh Bashir Shah on them. No. So what spirit they're covering themselves under? Esau, Edom. Yep. Ye are of your father the devil. Yep. You see? You love this man's system. You love his buffoonery, his wine, his philosophy. You see? You got it, brother.
So if you got an unjust ruler, you got to wait another 4 years to vote another ruler in.
And who knows what's going to happen in the next 4 years? We hoping that the Lord returns before that. You know?
Trump don't want to get out of that.
Some going, even let's say, most I forbid, we get to 2028, 2029, this nigga gonna do something to where, you know, no more elections.
Right. You know, if I may say what the precept that the brother is bringing out, it ain't just a Trump thing. Jake should never have trusted in this system because they never been good. It ain't like Trump came in office when America was on an upward trajectory. This shit been going down. You know, really since Esau set themselves up, you know, and saying they going out to space and this and that, that's when the Lord said he was gonna bring this place down. The Lord put out his prophets, sent out his prophets. America's been a horrible place, you know, and Trump's just speeding up the destruction of this place. So our people should have never been trusting and voting for Trump, Hillary, Obama, any fucking body, man. You know?
This country has proven, showed and proved that, you know, the scriptures say, envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. You know, just look at the history. This place has showed time and time again that you're supposed to be against it.
Right.
And Trump is set up to destroy the current system. He's set up to bring chaos, disorder, so that they can, he's set up to destroy this current system so they can bring in a new system. That's his job. That's why he's cutting everything off, you know, firing this person, firing that. Restructuring is what's going on for the New World Order.
That they may add sin to sin. Verse 2, that walk to go down to Egypt and that have not asked out of my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of the Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
They have not asked out of his mouth. Who is the mouthpiece of the Lord? The prophets. They should be inquiring on what's going on right now. You know? They're not doing that. Got it, bro.
Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Right, who's the modern day Pharaoh? Esau, Edom. Pharaoh was considered a god in the earth. People look at Esau, Edom as a god. People look at Donald Trump as a god. That's why when he speaks, everybody clap.
Verse 4, for his princes were at Zoan, and his ambassadors came to hang. Verse 5, they were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor be in help, nor profit, but ashamed, and also a reproach.
That's what's going to happen to our people, right? Shame. This is Isaiah 30 is talking about our people, how they trusted in their oppressors, right? Get that for me real quick, Z, in Lamentations.
This is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 17. It says, as for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation not save us.
Especially Northern tribe. They love Edomites, man, because they think that they're fucking one of them. So, you know, they're going to be in pitiful case, man. All right? If they don't come to the truth and the knowledge of what we're talking about, they got to get on our program. We say that humbly, because we are the prophets. Yeah. And our program is the Lord's program. You know? Chain of command, baby.
Go ahead, you got it, I wanted to say too, 2 Ezra 16 says, all they that consent unto them shall be had in derision.
That's right. All the information and knowledge is coming out. You got all this AI, this AI stuff coming out, all the breakdowns on AI, Ain't gonna be no excuse, man. You people know what's going on. All of you people have heard what's going on, man. Right? So when this thing happens, don't feel bad for these people, man.
Scripture say in the last days, knowledge shall increase.
Exactly. No.
Truth is out.
They know exactly what we're out here doing. They just believe and they're hoping that it won't happen in their lifetime. That's all they're doing. They're praying and hoping that it don't happen. But when it happens, trust and believe they're gonna know. Because in Wisdom of Solomon it says, we fools accounted his life madness. We thought he was a crazy guy. We thought those were crazy so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But you ignored all the signs, right? If you see a sign that says dead end, okay, you passed the first one. Dead end. The sign just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Dead end.
It's like they doing 100.
Hauling that. Yeah. Well, eventually you're gonna fall off the cliff, bro.
Back in 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
The course of their actions shall stand in their power. The people talk about the Constitution, right? We the people. Well, eventually when all hell breaks loose, you're going to be able to somewhat do what the hell you want to do. The purge.
No law and order.
No law and order. All right? The cops is not going to be the cops anymore. Right? They're gonna want to help their own family. Just like in the movie Leave the World Behind. He said, John, it's me. He said,
It ain't gonna be like you doing what you want to do out of fun. It's gonna be out of desperation.
Exactly. Right.
It's gonna be out of starvation.
Yep.
You want to put it on all these fucking people. They all can lose their minds.
Yep. Right.
You know?
Right.
A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Right. So you got 3-4 hour waits at airports right now. Like the brother was just going into. You know? Right now as we speak, Houston, New Orleans, different places across America, they're making it hard for you to travel to get from one city to the next city. And it's only going to get worse, especially with these energy costs. You know? They're going to make it to where, look, you can't buy gas on this day. You can't drive so far. You know, that's what's coming to this place, man. You know, martial law has begun. You got ICE at the airport. It ain't stopping. We told you people, this shit be times, man. We at the end. Like, wake up from all the coffee. That's right. Regular.
They back you up around here. This shit getting crazier, man. You got they raised the age of being drafted now. This shit's about to go down, man.
42.
Bro, you don't see shit happening in the world, man. And they doing this on your so-called spring break.
Bro.
We're supposed to be in Murphy, but look what's going on with your country.
Right.
There's a Noah.
Yeah.
There's a Noah, brody.
If you don't know what that means, then you got a lot of catching up to do, man. Right? So they said not only did they say that you can enlist at 42, they said if you got any marijuana charges, right? The petty ones, they'll, we'll let that slide. Come on,
Bring
y'all,
gas.
come on. Really, they saying, come on, Jake. Hey, Jake, come on, y'all. Bring your ass. They need what they call them? What they call them? Shit. Shields. Human shields. It's about to go down, man.
They just gonna drop them off up it so they gonna take the real soldier.
Got TSA workers not getting paid for like 3 or 4 weeks now.
Yeah, they ain't getting paid.
But that's what they want, martial law, because the same money you ain't paying them, but to get ICE agents and then Trump said National Guard, that's probably more money. Pay them to go to the fucking airport. This shit they ain't even was supposed to not be trained for. You know?
The main TSA workers, they Jake.
Yep.
Mainly the so-called black woman.
Yep. The line to just get through is in the airport. Like, it's in the parking lot. At the airport. You've never seen no shit like that in your life.
Yeah. So now people scared to fly. They scared of them ice people.
You gonna miss your fucking around, miss your flight.
Yeah, anytime there's big trouble.
Yeah. Hey, so we as you can see, see the signs, man. Now's not the time to be, fucking around, man. All right, these are the times that the scriptures is talking about.
Verse 18, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. All right, men going to be afraid. What we're seeing right now, all this pride and ego, higher than it's ever been in history, that's getting ready to go away. It says because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. Case in point, you have a great omen surfacing in the city of Tel Aviv, which I believe is the capital of Israel, right? You have thousands of crows just hovering over the city, which the crows symbolizes death. It's a bad omen, right? It's a big city, right? That goes into that pride, right? Of the alphabet movement, one of the biggest, so-called gay parades in the world is hosted in Tel Aviv, and they call it Pink City. Right, so that city is going to be troubled very soon. They got to worry about missile trouble. No?
No wonder why the Iranians fucking up Tel Aviv like that. There's a lot of policemen over there.
Yeah. Come back to it real quick. A crow is often considered a dark omen, traditionally symbolizing death, bad luck, or impending doom due to its black plumage and scavenger nature.
Right. This ain't the time that the small hatters, Babylonians are finna look strong. No, they've had their time to reign. They had their reign of terror. Now the Lord is bringing down their pride. You had the Rothschilds ruling, the Rockefellers ruling, and wreaking havoc all over the earth, and setting up central banks and starting war against this and that, and living deliciously, and corrupting and destroying the earth. You've been had that. This is the time in which the Lord's about to bring down their pride, man, to bring down their power. It's time for that state of Israel to fucking go the fuck down, man.
Right. Right.
They're not gonna be strong. They're not gonna look strong. No, they're going down a slippery slope, man.
Right.
Some years ago, Wendy Williams, she had a crow on her show. And ever since then, she's been through. She's been waxing worse and worse.
Right. And what same thing with Wendy Williams as some small hatters, pride. The bitch used to sit up there, bad body as ever, and just proud and talking about every fucking body.
Yeah.
Now look at it.
And a crow, that's a scavenger bird, and when America be destroyed, you're gonna have vultures and different unclean birds like a crow, falcons, dwelling here in America.
I may add to it, Wendy Williams, another bad omen years ago, right? She came up on the stage dressed as Lady Liberty.
There you go. Yeah, she fell.
She came dressed as a Statue of Liberty with the green, and she was talking, and she just
She broke out.
dropped. We already know what that symbolizes, right? And her mental was bad. The scriptures tell you, the leaders of this kingdom, they're gonna dope. They're gonna lose their shit. They're gonna start losing their marbles, which we see. Okay. Why would they go and invade Iran knowing they already know what that's gonna lead to?
Yep. So really the Lord controls the king's heart, man.
Right.
So it's time. It's time for the Edomites to be judged.
Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right, so you're gonna have people like you mentioned in the movie, leave the world behind. Right, people gonna be slaughtering their neighbors because there ain't no food out here, and just to do it. People gonna be out here killing.
Survivor mode. No food?
Right.
That's how you're gonna get Jake. When the scriptures talk about the chief things for life is food, water, raiment, and a house to cover sins. Lord about to take food away from these people's stomachs, man. You got an option.
You know, and that's a part of the beginning phases, right? Still got to worry about World War III. Still got to worry about these missiles coming to Babylon the Great, right? Because if scripture say they that escape the famine, the sword is going to destroy, right? So it leads on to verse 20. Behold, saith the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, and from the south, from the east, and from Libanus, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done unto them. That's talking about World War III. All these nations coming together and fighting one another. And there's other wars going on, you know, that the tiny hats are involved in, but they're not really mentioning it, right? They make a war against Lebanon as well, which the scriptures mention as Libanus, right? See, that's the Greek way of saying Lebanon, right? Verse 21, like as you mentioned, this is to repay the nations for what they did to the nation of Israel. Verse 21, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also in recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord power.
In which the United Nations, they saw that? The United Nations put on their YouTube page. Now they admitting, you know, they're saying that the transatlantic slave trade was one of the gravest sins in human history. Well, why are you getting up here now talking about this? That's right. It's too late, devils.
You got Iran saying ETA except the blacks. Why they saying that?
Right. They know they made counsel against us. They know what they done to us. It reminds you of how Antiochus was about to die. It's too late. It's too late. Acting like you felt sorry and shit. No, it's too late, bro. It'll die.
I've never heard of an international remembrance day for the transatlantic slave trade. Never. I've never heard of that. This shit just popped up on my YouTube feed. I'm like, what the hell is this?
It's nothing that you can do about it or forward now. You have the time saying sorry ain't nothing because the Lord's stripping everything from you right about now. United Nations about all these nations about to fucking get it. All of them.
Really, to say sorry, but nothing has ever been done to try to even
Right.
the square, you know, to make it square.
Right.
They never even had talk about giving any type of reparations. So you coming out and saying sorry, it was the worst, you know, tragic event in history. That's a slap in the face. To even say, you might as well just
Not bring it up.
yeah.
Exactly.
Keep that same energy.
Let's look at Joel chapter 3, verse 1. It says, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, talking about the 12 tribes, Lord bringing us back, it says, I will also gather all nations, so like it will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, meaning Yahweh Shaphat, meaning the Most High judgment. It says, it will plead with them there for my people, and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So that's what the Lord is doing. So y'all want to apologize. All right now the Lord already waking us up. He's going to judge y'all. That's why y'all in the middle of these so-called things.
Right. That's like the got his guilty sentence. You know, and you want to say, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I massacred. I'm sorry I was a serial killer. Nah, nigga, you gotta serve your time, nigga. You gotta get your judgment. You know? And that's what's gonna appease the Lord. That's what's gonna be, you know, appeasing to him is destroying all you fucking nations. Right. All of them. Right. America, Iran, Russia, China, all y'all fuck ass is being gathered in the so-called Middle East for all y'all to be destroyed, man.
Right.
Lord ain't with any of them. Nope.
That shows you right there that our people have to be the Israelites.
Right.
Because the United Nations coming out and saying that the transatlantic slave trade is one of the biggest atrocities in history, right? But us as a nation, we don't have any type of power to try to force some type of reparations or force them to do something about it.
Right.
All we can do is just eat it. You know what I'm saying? the Chinese, they got reparations for, what was that, World War II? When they was putting them in them camps. We know how much money they get. They got billions and billions and billions of dollars. You know, the tiny tots for the hologram hoax, right? But nothing has been given to us.
Right.
That's showing you that the Lord is going to have to do something.
Right.
Right.
We're the ones that need that salvation that the scriptures talk about. That Savior. That Redeemer.
Don't be sorry now when the world about to end. Fuck you people.
Right.
Yahweh Shai is coming back to fuck you up, man.
Right.
Forgive us.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, hell no, man.
Right. Because they see this shit crumbling, that guilty conscience, they know that like this is some divine shit going on. Like you can't deny it, man.
Yep.
The heathens can't deny it.
Yep.
They probably getting dreams, this and that. You know, like all this shit happening at once on the planet Earth. It's gotta be a day of judgment.
That's right, man. The Lord is coming back.
Yep.
This is. Oh, you got it.
This is Matthew 24, verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
That's right. They're not going to know anything because they're eating and drinking. Marrying, giving in marriage, you're doing the same thing that you guys are doing nothing new that you wasn't doing before. And you're not going to know because you're not listening. You're actually seeing World War III, but you don't give a damn. Like you people are still at the beach. You're still here, like you don't care. You know, you think that, okay, well, things happen bad all the time and it's just going to go away. This ain't going away. You people are still trying to fly. Why is the parking lot, why is the airport's back to the parking lot? Because you people still trying to fucking travel. You can't stay your ass home.
Nigga, the oil, nigga, the planes, you know how much oil the planes is using? But they all about to sit their ass and fuck that.
That's right.
And then you know you got certain places, like brothers going to it, they trying to set up Miami for the be the head of the New World Order, but that's for like rich motherfuckers.
Yeah.
These regular people fucking get it, man.
Exactly.
That's what them rich Edomites and shit, they gonna still be thinking that they, you know, with their pride, and then the Lord will come and nuke this shit, man.
Got the NLT, and they're gonna have chips in it.
Yeah, right.
You know, so
Right.
it ain't gonna be fun. But they're gonna be a micromanage in every little thing that they do.
Right.
Like that movie, it's like that movie In Time or with Justin
Yeah,
Timberlake.
yeah.
That's how that shit is. Right. Like, man.
Right, it was business as usual,
Yeah.
but they weren't happy like they are right now.
Right.
You know, and I wanted to say this too, you know, real quick, because prior to the flood with Noah, that wasn't like, you know, you may read that and think that it was just a little bit of people on the earth, or you know, because you read the book of Genesis and you think because it's in the beginning of the book, like it wasn't, life wasn't as populated as it is now. No, it was a whole world,
Right.
just like how it is today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There were billions of people back then.
Yeah.
You know, and they had society, they had technology, they had everything, and you know, like a snap of a finger, they all went away.
Around.
It's remnants of cities, it's underwater, and
Yeah.
in the Pacific, in the Atlantic, you know, all these different oceans.
A lot of these megalithic structures that they have in different parts of the earth, that came from prior to Noah.
Yep. Yep.
They said they found like seashells on top of Mount Everest.
Right.
Yep. So you know the flood happened. That Lord ain't fucking around. So all this mount, that shit was covered in water.
Right. That's what the Lord do. He remove mountains, you know, and we know spiritually it's talking about governments, but he literally removed mountains when it comes to judgment, man. You know, make new islands, remove the islands, you know.
This is Matthew 24, verse 39 in the NLT. People didn't realize what was going on. Where it says people didn't realize what was going to happen until the flood came and swept them all away. That is the way it will be when the Son of Man comes. So they realized, oh, they about to drown when the rain started.
Obviously, right?
Right, obviously.
Because at that point it had never rained upon the earth.
It was just dew.
Right. So just like today, these people ain't never seen missiles rain down.
Right.
You know, these Americans haven't.
Yep.
No people in Gaza have. People in other parts of the world, like Hiroshima and Nagasaki, they remember America dropping nukes on them.
Yep.
But America ain't never had nukes dropped on them. Right? So when we talk about these things, they think it's a joke. They think like, oh, that'll never happen. Well, that's what the people thought in the days of Noah.
Yep. They say Noah was a preacher of righteousness.
It never happens until it happens.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the Roman Empire didn't think that they would ever be brought down. You know, and they had a stronger infrastructure relative to that to the world back then than that America has right now. America's going down way faster than the ancient Roman Empire. You know, right? 250. You know, shoot, and even before the nukes, Americans, you tell them, oh, it's going to be starvation. Americans, they look at you like you're crazy, like we run the earth. No, it's going to happen. Let me back you up. 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. So even before the nuclear missiles help America from sea to China Sea, there's a time that's promised like never before. A time of trouble, a great and horrible time that's coming, where it's not going to be food in your stores. And it's going to suddenly happen like that. Your Publixes, your Walmarts, your Whole Foods. One day it's going to have food in there, and the next day it's not going to have food in there. Instantly. It's going to leave hundreds of millions of people scrambling. You know? The full, the sown places shall appear unsown. That goes to, even with your banks, your farms, all your storehouses, your stores, your warehouses. You got it, Z.
Back you up, because he says suddenly. This is book of Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 12 says, for man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time when it falleth suddenly upon them.
A net is like a trap. Like a gin is like a trap. Read again, brother.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 12, for man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are caught, that are taken in an evil net.
Because tomorrow not promised, and you can die that day. You know, judgment is always happening. The Lord can require your spirit anytime. You got it, brother.
So like, yeah, the Yahweh spoke of the parable of the rich man, right?
Yep.
Who had great, great riches, right? He said, what am I going to do with all these riches? Let me build another storehouse to fill that one up too.
Yeah.
And when the Lord said, thou fool, now, tonight, your soul going to be required.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Break down and build up another one.
Said soul.
Yeah. That's your people. You think your substance is gonna save you? You see? You think your bumper's gonna save you?
They don't have bumpers here. Right. Because they already know. You know? They got their bunkers in New Zealand and in the middle, some island somewhere. Epstein Island.
Proud, you might think they savings accounts are safe.
Or Bitcoin.
Oh, right. Or crypto. Look, this is a day of judgment from the Lord. The Lord don't care about that shit. Lord bring down everybody proud. Everybody finna get it, man.
Right?
The Lord don't care what bunkers you got. The Lord don't care. You've been preparing, you preppers. You know? You go on TikTok and it'll be a 5-minute video of how to fucking, build a tent or some shit. Or, how to go into a bowling alley and take the wood out. Yeah!
How you guys see the bug out bag?
Come on, man. No! This is the day of judgment. The only people who gonna have stability is the elect. Man.
Right.
Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of that time. Right.
You got these YouTube members, you know, talking about what they got showing their feet. Like, how dope can you be?
Right.
If you on YouTube showing your bunker, your store, you're a dummy.
A lot of them, most of them, or a lot of them at least, storing it up for the righteous.
Yeah.
You know? Because you got the elect, you gonna have 1/3 out of Babylon be saved. The Lord gotta go feed them people.
They showed you that in the movie The Road.
Yup.
In that movie, the main character and his son, they represented the elect.
Yup.
You know, they was moving around, you know, they was dodging all kinds of shit.
Yup.
You know, people trying to kill them, people trying to eat them. That's how it's gonna be. Right. They ain't have no food, right? And they stumbled, they just miraculously stumbled across somebody's bunker. So whoever, that show you right there, whoever prepared that bunker, he didn't get to get to it.
Right.
He died, you know, before he got there. And then they couldn't even stay there. They was there for a few days and they had to leave. You know, it's not going to be comfortable. You know, this is a time of trial, man. You know, the scripture said that the elect is going to eat and rejoice and be merry and have abundance. You know, but there's going to be a trial with that. It's going to be tested. Right? The Lord is going to test everyone's faith. That's why the scriptures speak about the hour of temptation that shall come upon the whole world to try them that be upon the earth. You people are going to be found out that you ain't about the Lord. You ain't really about nothing, man.
You're not about the Lord now.
Right.
They went to the Texas rodeo.
Right.
You know, yeah, women showing off their bodies in front of families and children. People tired of you women dressing skimpy, man. You know?
The beautiful thing about this truth concerning these times we coming into, because everybody's going to be tried, but when you are better off than other people, there's a psychology and a mentality behind that. You know, that comforts you in your spirit, that, you know, the Lord is with you, even though, and you know, everybody out here is tried. You know, ain't no food for these people out there, and they ain't got no names to call upon, and the Lord ain't with them. So even though you're going to be tried, you're going to be comforted. You're going to be praising Yahweh Shem Shai, because you're going to be knowing that you're being helped, because you've been, you said F this world, you left the world. While the rest of these people, it's going to be completely persecuted. Right.
How's that going to be made manifest?
Right.
So it's going to be evident. These people, these men, these women, these children that are of the elect are in a much better case than everybody else. You're going to be able to see that.
Right.
This book of Job chapter 5 verse 22, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. So if you laughing and you see the destruction and famine and you laughing, you know, and you know the Lord with you, you see the beasts of the field all out here and they not messing with you. You know the Lord dealing with you.
That's heavy.
See a fucking lions rolling around and people dying of famine, lions eating and destruction everywhere. They just look at you and walk past you.
Right.
You know the Lord with you.
You laughing at this stuff. You know? You got a heavy portion on it. Right. The Lord gonna pour out the Spirit even more and more upon His elect. Why we be being tried? Because a persecution is coming. It gotta be like coming real fast. You know?
Because that's what y'all should say. That's one of the precursors to all things really getting done.
Right.
You know?
Right. All eyes gonna be on us. We gotta be hated of all men for Yahweh Shai's namesake. We're gonna be tried. Then the Lord gonna flip it on they fuck ass. Now the elect laughing at their ass, and the Lord kept Jake through the persecution. He lifted up the standard. You know, those who had to be a martyr, He put the Spirit upon you to do it, and gave you the comfort to go and the strength to go through it all the way. And then the angel of the Lord gonna persecute these people. And then you're going to clearly see that it was better for you to have been serving Yahweh Shem Shai than to not. You know?
Because with the persecution, like what you're saying, how you know it's going to be, you know, right before shit get really bad for the rest of these people, that's going to be like the final test.
Yep.
You know, your family, your people that you know in the world, these people people that we dwell around, that's gonna be the Lord, because that's when this truth really gonna be brought to the forefront.
Right.
That's when everybody gonna know. You know, that's why Esau can't really just come at us right now, because he's trying to keep the truth suppressed to a degree. But it's gonna come where they're gonna have to, and then everybody's gonna have that opportunity. If you ain't heard the truth by now, when that time comes, you're gonna have an opportunity, whether you wanna say, you know what, I believe those men, what they saying is true. I don't believe what Esau said. Even though right now we see how much of a devil Esau is, how much of a liar he is, a deceiver. So people that side with his programming, that just show you that you just hate the Lord.
Right. Exactly.
Bro, we're in the time of people hitting up our phones for answers.
Yep.
Your family,
brothers get a lot of that shit.
Your family.
Some people might have mercy. It's a lot.
No, you got it, bro.
You say they're gonna be hitting brothers up.
Yeah.
But hey, if the Lord gonna have mercy on some, but a lot of y'all, hey, y'all gonna be destroyed in these times, man.
Most people ain't gonna be able to get to you. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Lord might tell brothers, you know, throw away your phone. You know what I'm saying? Angel might come to you. You know.
No, you gotta throw away the phone.
Yep.
They can track them.
Right.
Yeah.
I got Jeremiah 30, verse 5. For thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, not of peace.
That's so read verse 4.
Jeremiah 30, verse 4. And these are the words that Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah.
I'm talking about you tribes, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is what the Lord's about to bring to you.
For thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
Yeah, so a trembling of fear, not of peace, man. People think it's all everything will be peaceful. They want Trump to be impeached to bring in somebody else. No, this shit is over with, man.
Right.
Of fear, what it says?
It
Trembling
says,
of not of peace.
it says, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
All you see this music in the background and shit, that's gonna be screaming. People gonna be screaming and shit, asking for help. It's all peace, safety, because America is an illusion, like it's untouchable. But you like, hey, trembling coming to this place.
Ask ye now and see whether a man do travail with child.
Like a woman, like a man doesn't have a birth pain because he don't have deliver a baby, but he's gonna be like a woman, screaming and yelling, man.
Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
So a man gonna be holding his stomach, help! I need help! Screaming and hollering.
With a look of shock on their face. Which that's happening now. When the ice rays come in, people, that's how they look. So we're in a time of Jacob trouble now. That's a gradual thing.
That's a 2/3 nigga. That's not a man of the Lord. That's not somebody who's been serving Yahweh Shah. That's these niggas who rejected the Lord. You know, instead they gonna get busy. You know what I'm saying? Right, playing the garden or some shit. Just called, laughed at the prophet. So who fell out?
Verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, and he shall be saved out of it.
So that time is gonna be a time period of all hell breaking loose, man. But the Lord said that he shall be saved out of it, that remnant.
Yeah.
What Grandma was going to Revelation 3 and 10, that you have kept the word of the Lord patient, gonna keep you in that hour. That's what we're coming to. So our faith has to be on $1 billion right now, man. Because these people, they about to get it.
Like Apostle Gabar says, Jacob's trouble is for 2/3, brothers. That's for 2/3. Yeah. Lord can let them have it, man. While keeping his elect, because we are in the time of salvation. You're gonna be saved out of it. The Lord, Yahweh Shah gonna crack those clouds, and you gotta find Israelites to beam up. That's the major salvation that's gonna happen. Right, it ain't just gonna be 10 Israelites to beam up. The rest of them gonna already be on the territory. No, bro. It's gonna be a lot of Israelites who miraculously was kept. A lot of miracles in these last days. a lot of protection from the Lord for the remnant of Jacob, man. A lot. Spiritual power, a lot of that's going to be going on. Major level, bro. Because if it was up to this world, if it was up to Esau, they would slaughter us all. You know? Jacob's trouble. Esau got King Alfred, Rex 84, Operation Garden Plot, Project Megiddo, NDAA 23, NDAA 24. He got all these legislations against so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. This slaughtered him. He got it written on paper. You know? Lord,
This is Job 5 and 19. He said, "He shall deliver thee and 6 troubles, yea, and 7." Right, Job 5 and 17. Behold, happy is the man who the Most High corrected. Therefore, despise not the chastening of the Almighty.
Right. Happy to bless this the man who the Most High corrected. We've been in this truth. The Lord brought us to this truth. We ain't bring ourselves. The Lord grabbed your ass out the world and said, "You finna sit here, son, and you finna learn of me so I can save your behind. I'll correct you so you don't gotta get fucked up like the rest of these people, man." And the more that we see all these troubles and prophecies pop off, the more even more praise we give to Yahweh Shem Shai for giving us this truth. What? You know?
18. For he maketh sore and bindeth up, he wounded and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7, there shall no evil touch thee. So even during the judgment, the Jacob's trouble, our Lord will be with us, all the way up to the destruction. It says in famine, he shall redeem thee from death. Right, it's a famine. All right, it's only going to get worse. A famine is an extreme lack of food. Okay, it's going to be a famine to, the rest of the world, but to us, we're going to be fed.
I mean, food gonna appear out of nowhere, bro.
Right. It happened before. Elijah got fed.
That's right.
During the famine. So it's not for the Lord to feed his meat in the time of trouble.
We're gonna mock these people. We're gonna eat in their face. We're gonna be eating food in their face, man.
If I may add, because you see these gas prices like y'all brothers were going to earlier, them trucks not gonna be coming in, so you're gonna see more food stores closing, more supply chains closing as the days go by.
But you're going to see us getting more bigger,
Getting food and shit. Yeah, nourished. You're gonna be nourished, let me say that, yeah.
Well, 7 women gonna come to a man if he look malnourished.
no, you're going to have a cut.
Yes, man.
Because women are drawn to power.
Yeah.
Can't deny that.
Woman blame period.
You are going to be the guy.
Yeah.
You are going to have a form of power.
Yep. Hey,
That's why.
Saul killed his 1,000 and King David his 10,000. See that? They like cheerleaders, bro. And you women through. What you got it, bro?
We know that. We know that.
Bro, especially black.
No more going to Dubai and getting shitted on either.
Dubai getting bombed and shit.
But Dubai getting bombed.
Lord, shut that shit down.
See, the Lord is shutting you people pride down. We happy.
Hey, the Lord is being real surgical right now.
Yeah.
Why? OnlyFans on the diet, and the Lord is strategically. You see what he doing? He fucking.
That's right, bro.
Hey, the Lord doing his thing, boy.
Yeah.
Just gotta pay attention. Pay attention to what he doing.
Job 5:20. In famine, he shall redeem me from death, and in war, with the power of the sword. Right, so it's only a wartime going on. Are people killing one another? Civil war, lack of food. Are people coming into your house? Are stealing your bread? Are threatening your family? It says, thou shalt be hid in the scourge of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. What is that confidence going to come from? I just be doing the work.
The Lord is my confidence.
It says that destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. Woo! All right, you're going to have animals coming out like how it was in C-19. You had animals coming out from the forest. Yeah. All right, the Lord will unleash wild beasts out here, like it says in Revelation 6.
That's right,
I
bro.
teach you for wild beasts.
Yeah.
But we ain't going to worry about that.
That's right.
In that movie, I Am Legend. All right, you had that lion, always in a group of lions. Will Smith some. All right, but it just kept on walking.
That's right.
It says,
Preach, brother.
it says, but thou shalt be in league with the stones.
Okay.
It says,
Hey, that's the highlight of the great. Oh, you gotta die. The Lord is too old for that.
2:5 and 2:3. But thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Those spiritual powers. Hey, we ready for that spiritual power?
That's right, bro.
Y'all said we're gonna do greater works.
That's right.
Y'all was healing thousands. Are we gonna do greater? You know, brothers flying, all right, running fast, teleporting.
Yep.
All right, being invincible.
Yep.
Laser eyes, it's in the
We're
scripture.
gonna praise his name while we doing spiritual power in his name.
Right?
So it's about exalting his name.
So shall the name of the Lord be feared from the west to the rising of the sun. That's the whole point. So that's how you know it's gonna happen. He's gonna do it and put his name on it, man. You know, it ain't just for us to say, oh, we did this and did that. Nah, or just because it sound cool. The Lord's name is gonna be glorified even over here, man. Because when we talk about the spiritual power of different things, people scoff at it. It's more for the show they at.
Right. So say, the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. Alone. Right? These idols that these heathen serve, they ain't shit. I guess y'all about to do outside.
Yahweh Shai said, rejoice not that, power is given unto you, but that your names are written in heaven. So the spiritual power is going to be nothing more than a mark. That's why you got the X-Men, that fall off. It's just going to be a sign that these are my men. Who's men? The men of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 14, in verse 12. It says, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, that's the main point, is you have to have faith. He that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. So look, the elect is going to be doing great works, man. Apostle Peter walked on water. Yahushua walked on water.
Right.
Imagine we got to go across a little river or pond or something, and the food and shit over there, where the Lord can teleport it.
Right.
You just walk over there.
Right.
On top of the water.
The Lord had you walk on it or run on it for him to get glory, though. He can teleport you, but he might want somebody else to see it.
Yep.
You might want Esau to be confounded. Esau surrounds you, and you make. And the scripture say, I won't be scared of 1,000, 10,000 set themselves up against me, man. Round about you. The Lord wants these heathens to be confounded, man.
He once said, because I go unto my Father. Right? So he explained why, because that's a hard saying. You're gonna do more than what Yahweh Shai did. Well, Yahweh Shai explained why. Because I go to my Father. These are high priests. Yahweh, I got an example, I got a couple of sons, right? My oldest son, and the youngest son, I was talking to my wife, I'm like, my youngest son, he's pretty cool. Like, he catching on and shit fast. Like, catching on faster than the older one. And she said, well, the older one didn't have him to be his big brother. Yahweh Shai didn't have Yahweh Shai in the heavens, and to make an intercession for him. It was just him and Yahweh. He had to prove himself to Yahweh and kind of get it out the mud on his own type deal. But now, we got him. He already proved himself. He already passed the test. He already been given all power. After he rose from the grave, the scripture say all power was given unto him. So he has more power now than what he had when he walked the earth. Right. And he's on the right hand of Yahweh making intercession for us. So
For 2,000 years, he's been praying for us. More than 2,000 years now.
So when you look at it that way, it makes sense. Why would the elect going to do greater works than Yahweh Shai did?
Hey, someone on the comment board said sad. Hey, that's cool. That's why you got the ice at the airports. Y'all can
Wait till you see the gas prices.
right. Understood, bro.
The scripture saying that Lord's going to turn our sadness into joy.
Right.
So we'll be sad, you know.
Right, right.
Hey, we do mourn.
Right.
You know, we do sigh and cry, but the Lord said He's gonna set a mark upon all the men that sigh and cry for all abominations, and they're gonna escape the death and destruction that's gonna come to you people that's laughing now. Yahweh Shai said, "Woe unto you that laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep."
Right.
So we'll be that.
We'll be that. Idiot. Right now we're in the house of mourning. That's cool. Keep in the house of mirth.
And better is the house of mourning than the house of feasting.
Right. Better is the end of a thing.
Right now, they're gonna laugh later.
Said sad with an exclamation mark. Okay, bro. Okay. You still watching us though?
Why you watching?
Are you a fan? Weirdo.
Nigga sad at the gas pump right now.
Right.
You
Talk
gonna be
about
sad
sad.
at the grocery store real soon.
So your stomach gonna be sad. So
Right.
about that, I hope you heard that.
Weirdo.
Your stomach gonna be sad.
All you people weirdos, man.
It's Isaiah 65 in verse 13. It says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord, power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry."
Y'all hear that? He said, "My servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry." It's coming out the Bible. Right. It's gonna be hungry people out here. Hungry kids.
That ties in what we've been saying. The spiritual power, the miracles, and helping the Lord. We're gonna be helped.
Right.
The Lord gonna help us. But the scoffers, you scoffing against the one who you gonna need help from.
Right.
And the Lord gonna reject you though. Yeah? He gonna reject you. He called, you ain't answering, you wanna scoff. You actually laughing at, you scoffing at the one who, the source of help.
Right.
Yeah, bro, you're an idiot.
Weirdo.
You're a loser. You fucked up. You done fucked up.
Isaiah 65 in verse 13. It says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord, power, Yahweh Bashimashai, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
Yep.
Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty."
We're gonna be taken care of. The Lord gonna provide.
Are they serving the Lord by scoffing?
He's our source.
Where they page at?
You know?
Where your works at? Are you serving the Lord? Are you prophesying? Are you heralding the coming of the Lord? Are you sighing and crying against the wickedness that's going on? No.
No.
Idiot.
It says, "Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed."
We rejoicing now. You people are in shame now. They don't want Donald Trump to be the president now. You want him out of office. You see? Shame face, confused, don't know what to do. Just through.
These people, they're done. They believe they're CNN. Like they going into the negotiation table with Trump. They think they think there's gonna be a ceasefire. That's why they out here.
Well, he's clearly lying to you. Trump is clearly lying to you. Like, if you can't see Trump is lying to you, you need to go to a mental health center.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be like evaluated.
Yeah.
Like, we're negotiating. I need help. Like, we won the war, but I still need help.
Within the same press conference, though. Within a span of 2 minutes.
I saw he called Gavin Newsom.
And he hates Gavin Newsom. He hates Gavin Newsom.
Oh, boy.
Yo, this place is cool.
You know, I want to say this too, right? Why, if America is so much more powerful and stronger than Iran, what is there to negotiate? Why you got to negotiate?
Right.
The hammer. The hammer don't negotiate with the nail. What it do with it? It just banks it. There's no fucking negotiation.
I don't want to hammer you. Don't hammer you.
You should negotiate before if you already won. Right. When you won within the first 4 days. See, it's all built up on lies. That's why this place is called Babylon's confusion. Because really, they attacked them last June, July, and said they totally obliterated their nuclear capabilities. But now Trump's saying, oh, but they could dig them up. So you obliterated it, but they get, like John Stewart said, if you get shovels, it's not obliterated. You see? Lies, man. And we've been telling you people, these nations got nukes, man. They're gonna bomb this shit, man. We ain't telling you they didn't make nukes. No, they got nukes, man.
Well, they got shit that hit the fighter jets out of the sky. I think they hit like one base that they thought Iran, they had that missile that could go that far.
Right, man.
Yeah.
Well, they said it wasn't Iran, but then they,
They lied.
they lying.
They lied.
They lying, man.
And if you think there's some report that we could, any of us could just pull up and we could tell you, you'll tell us how many warheads Russia got, you a fucking fool. No, bro. Russia ain't gonna tell you all that they fucking got. So we should know it.
But we got the number. 200 billion nuclear warheads or warheads. We got the number though.
Right. That's why America is looking weak. That's why America is acting a little bit more stuck. You know, because it's that time in which these nations see this shit is weak. You know, they got these nuclear capabilities.
Right. They gonna draft you YNs too. Yeah, you YNs, you effeminate. You mama's boys. You don't know what to do.
Gotta lift up that fire.
Yeah.
They love the switchy so much.
Right. Right.
They give you a whole full gear.
Your whole gear, bro.
Right, put it on.
You got ops.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Put that parachute on their ass and kick their ass out right out the door.
Or run up in their shit.
Niggas will be on 62nd Street going to war with niggas on 63rd talking about, hey, well, why not all you niggas come together and fight?
Yeah, exactly. Go fight. Make sense to me. Hey, I think we were speaking about something not too long ago when Donald Trump said that, you know, you thugs, they were saying that a lot of you thugs, he was going to do something. Deport y'all ass. That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Remember he was saying some shit like that?
He said next one comes, there's a lot of bad people.
A lot of, yeah. You know, don't, but hey, I'm gonna say something, right? I speak as a man. You niggas get caught with guns and y'all ass, they might ship y'all ass over there.
Yeah.
You know? I'm just saying, because, you know, they need human shields.
Yeah. Like, ICE probably like,
You know?
they said they're going to deport you. They deport your ass to Saudi Arabia.
Depending on what type of crimes you commit, you automatically got to go in the army.
Because I thought they dropped at one of the standards because you a felon. They dropped that.
The marijuana, they said something about marijuana.
Yeah, marijuana.
Something about with a misdemeanor. I got a precept. 2 Ezra chapter 2 verse 26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish. For I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, but when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful. But thou shalt be merry and have abundance. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. According to the covering of the elect. Brothers got children, brothers got families, you know. So the Lord is going to protect brothers in their house.
You know, going back also to how we mentioned how people are going to be seeking the truth, right? Because right now, this truth is going out at a high rate, rapid fire, and it's abundant, okay? People are being marked, and that grace is still abounding to the inhabitants of the earth, but the Lord is going to draw that back. As more and more chaos ensues on the earth, this word is going to be drawn back.
Which is mercy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now, the gates of mercy is still open. You know, but the Lord is going to cause a famine of the word. That's when, you know, at that same time, more and more people are going to be looking for the truth. Just like how we always joke. You know, we be speaking for 2 hours. As soon as we finish, as soon as we take the garments off, a nigga walk, what was this about?
Oh, that happened about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. That's going to happen on the mass scale, right?
That was spiritual. That was spiritual. I didn't think about that.
You know? 2 Ezra 5:1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. Do you see that? So as these casualties are increasing, okay, truth is going to be hidden. Truth is being exposed out in the open right now, but the Lord is going to hide truth. Okay, and the land shall be barren of faith, meaning even what people hold on to and hold near and dear to their heart, what keeps them sane, what helps them sleep at night, they're not going to be able to rely on that very soon. You know, just like when the world shut down, what also shut down? Churches. TDJ said we're in unprecedented times. That's coming back, plus more.
All right. We started to have inside campus. You know?
Right.
That was CJ said that.
Yeah, time of uncertainty, right?
In this time of uncertainty, see, they ain't gonna have no answers for you. Right, close the door. Open the door. And to tuck your money, you're gonna be mad at them because they ain't gonna be able to have nothing meaningful for you. No words of wisdom in a time when you desperately gonna fucking need it. You know, they told you prosperity. Ain't telling you no prophecies out of the Bible. No. You really gotta be jumping around to not get the prophecies. They all throughout.
They sold out. Even if they know the prophecy, they can't teach them because Esau got that muzzle on him.
Yeah.
No? But verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And the land that thou seest now to have root, shall thou see wasted suddenly. Okay? So we get ready to see that. I wanted to jump down to verse 10. So verse 9. And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. And where is wisdom? Where is understanding? It's within the minds of the elect. You can't go to a place and open up a case and find a box of wisdom. Right? The scripture said we have this truth in earthen vessels. You know?
They ain't gonna be able to raid what's the Barnes and Nobles. Let's get all the Bibles and the versions and let's see what's going on. No, it's gonna be too late. That ain't gonna work for you.
Even if you find a Bible, you can't just open it up.
Right.
That ain't gonna do nothing.
And the Lord's so cold, his name made the image.
Right.
The Lord's so cold. He don't even want everybody with his name. Because you people ain't even worthy of it.
Nope.
Like,
Strong tower.
that's what I'm saying. So the Lord's so cold, he purposely did that. You can't open the Bible and say, yeah.
In order for you to know his name, one of his men got to introduce
You
him to you.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Right.
So even if you go to the library and pull up all the Bibles, his name ain't in there.
The Lord told us to teach in his name. And in the name of the Holy Spirit. The Lord gonna remove the teachers.
Exactly.
What that was like that movie, Eli?
Book Eli.
He had it all up here.
Yup. The book.
They wanted the book so bad.
I need the book.
I got something. Amos chapter 5, verse 13. It says, therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time.
Well, it is a big time.
So it's going to get to the point where the degree going to come down. Hey, brothers, ain't no going to pass. It's going to be, hey, YouTube videos, that glory is going to be done. Time to go to another glory. A new ministry. Spiritual power ministry.
Isaiah 4:1.
Yeah. Yeah, and all this YouTube videos, that's going to stop.
They're gonna shut YouTube down.
Right. So you're going to be scrambling to try to get a YouTube video up? No, it's going to no.
That's why you be working out.
Right.
A little more. 2 Ezra 5 and 10. And shall be thought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and inconstancy be multiplied upon earth. So just like we're talking about, that persecution comes, and this truth is demonized, and that's going to cause the famine of the word. And once that happens, that's when shit really going to explode. 11. One land also shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, no. Is that talking about righteousness is running right here? You seen righteousness? I ain't seen righteousness all day. I'm talking about the men.
Men, y'all see those men on the corner with the gun? Where they at?
Right. Talking about the end of the world, calling the white man the devil. What happened to him? Right.
Hey, we gonna talk from racists and superstars in a minute. In 1 second.
Say they gonna know that a prophet have been amongst them. They gonna know it. You know? Because these words do cut. Edomites, heathens, niggas walk past us and they do get cut. You know, but they just demons. They are anti-Hamashiach. They anti the scriptures. But as shit pop off more and more, they gonna know that the Lord was dealing with us to tell them the truth. You know? As we said, when you say something before it happened, and it happened, you can't deny it.
And also, Esau deals with order out of chaos. So when the Most High draws his men from off the street, that's, this chaos is going to create a void. People are going to be looking for answers. And that scripture, y'all said, many false prophets and false, Messiah is going to rise up in that day. So you're going to have people claiming to be prophets, claiming to be men of the Lord. They're going to be deceiving people. AI too. AI, yeah, that's going to be the main one.
And we're not gonna be here making YouTube video. Hey, that guy, he's a lot. Nope. You're gonna believe what you're gonna believe once it's over. We're gonna be honest. Now seems.
They're going to be standing there.
Yeah. Don't take it down. The Lord said, nah.
Be bullets flying and martial law, and we ain't gonna be out here at camp. No, it's over with. We say before it happens, not as it's happening. Shit.
Right. Like you mentioned, we were doing inside camp during the lockdown.
Right.
If they would shut YouTube down,
Right.
that would have been it.
Right.
Jeremiah 15, 1. Then said the Lord Yahweh unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, and my mind could not be towards his people, cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they said to thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. Because you might find one of us, but at that time, it's going to be a time of judgment. We ain't about to break down the scriptures to you. The time is up. It says, and I will appoint over them for a time, saith the Lord Yahweh, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. Right, so that time is coming. That famine of the word is coming. Right, judgment is coming. Our Lord have it that we don't say 19. mouth is closed. We can't tell you. That's how important the Lord is. That's how we tell you see the Lord now.
Might mock your ass.
Right.
Don't call it a God. Right.
Right. Don't laugh at it.
This Ezekiel. This Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 25.
Yeah, because you don't get to enjoy Babylon to the very end and then fucking, you know, that's only for the fucking, that's only for the elect of those that the Lord want to wake up in the last second. You don't get to enjoy sin for forever and then at the last second say the sinner's prayer.
Right. You don't want to risk that. You want to see the Lord, order.
Yeah.
Shit go down.
You know, you wait until the last second. You know, I can always call that brother Ramah. No, nigga, you better stop doing it now.
Right.
I can always call that brother, you know, Zeke. No, hell no. The Lord gonna put you in a trick bag. Yeah, I'm gonna call him, you know what I'm saying? He gonna pray for me.
We're gonna break it all down.
He gonna break it. Nah, man. Jake play too fucking much, man. Grow up.
I know he knows what's going on.
I'm gonna just call him. He gonna, you know, I'm gonna come to his house. I know where he stay at. That shit might be disconnected. Lights out, power out. Yeah, because you know we got families and shit. We got cousins and aunties and uncles and shit. Man, y'all niggas better stop playing, man.
The Lord gonna shut our mouths. Because Jake, our brothers are compassionate.
Yeah.
Lord make you go somewhere else with your house. Keep been building the arks of safety with you in your house. Not these niggas in their house. Lord, make sure you good and you gonna be happy that your ass is good.
Exactly.
Fuck them niggas, man. You know, all this time, you know, Jake would have broke it down to him,
Yeah.
man.
And to make an example, right? Lot went to his sons-in-laws.
Yeah.
Them niggas ain't believing. Guess what? He got up out of them.
Right? These,
Peace.
what happened to his sons-in-law?
Man, them niggas got burnt. So all men of the Lord got families and people that they deal with, but if they don't fucking believe, they shish kebab.
Right. Ooh, and that chip gonna come so fast, too. A lot of people gonna try to come to you after they got the chip. And you gonna like, yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, I had to.
You know, our family members see what we doing out here. Y'all niggas done ran across these videos before.
right.
Y'all know what's up.
You know, they need to study.
Yeah.
Studying. Right.
I don't precept. Well, you got that. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house.
So the Lord gonna have his men, the prophets. That's how the Lord say to make your tongue cleave to the roof of your mouth. You're gonna be dumb, meaning you're not gonna be able to speak, man. All right, because read that again. Because Jake is rebellious, man. And this word is for Jake. You're gonna tell you, hey, get ready for that. Give you the fire.
And as bad as you're gonna want to tell them, the Lord ain't gonna let you tell them. Because you might just start speaking Mandarin to them. What? I can't hit you. Fucking confound your languages. Because you know we are compassionate, like the brother Ram said. But guess what? If the Lord don't want him to get him, he's gonna speak another language to him.
Right.
He gonna, huh?
Speaking in tongues.
What? What you saying? What? I don't know, man.
What you mean?
Fuck you mean, man?
Right now, right? For us to teach, to come out here and teach and do videos and do work, even to talk to somebody about the truth, you ain't gotta get on you to do that, right?
Right.
Yep.
That ain't your own will.
No.
So in the same way, it's gonna be the same thing.
We don't be locked in, have a concern. We don't be concerned in the spirit on a high level because the spirit of the Lord gonna be with you. Yeah, like Yahweh knew that they was weak.
Right.
Yep.
You got spiritual power.
So you know, from the
Being around the wrong person can get us judged.
Right.
Talking to the wrong person, you know, people gonna be out here deceiving people,
Right.
trying to trick people up, you know. So like the brother said, we're gonna have to be on a high level of concern, you know.
It's gonna be grimy as fuck. Yeah. You don't know what. You know niggas willing to do to survive. People gonna be eating people.
The elders that 11 did a video a few years back. Welcome to the cold spring.
Left hand side, you do what you do, you're gonna have up the spirit on the spirit. Better tell you that coming camp, man. The Lord is about to wrap brothers' spirits up, man. Put more of a spirit on these brothers out there, man. Psalm 27:14, it says, wait on the Lord. That's what we've been doing. It says, wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say on the Lord. Strengthen your heart, meaning he's going to strengthen your mind, your mind, in these days to come. You know, Elder Yasha said it beautifully too. Your brothers can trust you. Lord, if they put the spirit upon you, you can fear him, you can trust in him. He ain't going to let you be confounded in that day. He ain't going to let you fold. You know? He's going to put the spirit upon you to have a cold-ass spirit, man. You know? Because you trust in him. You know the things that we preach, the things that we trust in. The Lord's gonna bring some great destruction to this shit, man. You know? And we with it. The Lord gonna strengthen your mind when that day happens, man.
Spiritual out of all people. Children listen to that.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You don't have that ego.
Way down there,
That's right.
they get wrong back because they want to do it like
That was real. That was one of the most easy things you could do. They painted God like he was a white man, and they actually pushed that for hundreds of years. And the Bible tells you that the devil will do that, and it's important for you to understand that that's a lie. You know, that's what they did to our people. God don't like that. He's going to be extremely mad about that. Yep.
they're just jealous. They're just jealous about God.
That's right. That's right.
But they want him to be
You just can't say, "Oh, I want to be my skin." You know, that's that means you want. That means you love a lot. You know. But now we got the truth. You know. And Lord bless y'all.
Lord bless you. Thank you.
They got to pay for it.
They used to put the rope on the
One sense
They
thing.
used to
Spiritual, bro. Call on water while y'all watching outside, bro.
We are the children of the Bible. We are the true sons of
And they
God.
thought like they because they messed up with the word. They didn't listen to them.
We messed up as a people. You know, at first, the Lord, when you read the Bible, there's a special people that's special to him that he really loves, man. And it turns out that that's us. They didn't want us to know that.
Now we can't eat fish. We can't eat fish.
Well, I'll tell you.
Wow.
That's why Matthew 18 is these words, little children. Right.
We already messed up like this.
That's right.
So you do your best to please
It's
them.
like, imagine, like your dad, right? So if he tell you something and you don't do it,
Right. Right. Punish you, but as a child, when your dad punish you, you don't get. You go back to your dad and you try to make it right. You try to do it right the next time. You know, we used to grow up eating pepperoni, but now we don't eat pepperoni no more because we know that God is against that. We don't need to eat
now
pepperoni.
our mom orders
Yeah, man, shout out to y'all mom.
For real, man. Hey, it's very refreshing to see, man. That really boosts our spirit up.
Guess what? We're gonna be ruling next. We're gonna be kings and priests. We're gonna rule over the whole
Oh, and
earth.
let me tell you, so it was like down there. Eric is mad. I was jealous. He was like, people who are more sad. Hey, it was this girl when they were talking about the white people. Like, use the map. He was like, so you're telling me that God is not white?
You know what? That's a problem with our people. But this time,
And then there's another why you want to come jump in. That's right. If you want to jump in, why?
right. But the whole time, we only saying the truth of the Bible. And they just talking about their own feelings. That's how it's supposed to be. You know? Wow, man. Hey, we gonna be. Hey, the Lord's coming to save us soon. Because what's about to happen is going to be a lot of destruction that's about to happen in America. It's just prophecy. Meaning, the Bible already told that it was going to happen. Yet the Lord is going to save His elect of His people. The Lord willing, that's us. And then we're going to rule in the kingdom.
Why did they make another God? Why did they in China? Why did they make another God?
Go read it.
Let them read it.
It tells you why in the Bible.
Look at Job chapter.
Did God know he was going to die? Did he write a Bible about everything?
He said, why they made another God? This is Job chapter 9, in verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the earth, the Lord gave the earth into the hand of the wicked. The wicked is Esau, according to the Bible. He's the ruler right now, which is the so-called white man. You know? Oh, you can go. Yep.
God bless y'all.
God bless.
God bless y'all. God bless.
See y'all on the chair.
No, but we're going to be right.
Okay, it's all right.
We're Israelites, man.
We're going to be the rulers of the world.
Say it again.
We're going to be the rulers of the world.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
They got one son.
That's right. That's right.
Who you call God? Hey, listen. I'm telling y'all, who you call God? His name is Yahweh. And his son,
You're created.
That's hard.
his name is Yahweh, and his son, they call Jesus.
Hey, remember
His
that
name
name.
is Yahweh Shah.
You should write it down, actually.
Let's remember.
Yeah, Brandon.
The name of God, the name of the Father, the name of the Most High is Yahweh. And the name of His Son is Yahweh Shah.
Wait, question.
There you go, sis.
Question.
Yahweh
Is
Shah.
HD double actually a deer? Is he a real like a person? Then why do people say it's like a like you know the game members they be saying that when they have the ability to do that, you know the devil, you know how to have horse, have goat. Yeah.
No, the Lord is not like that. That's the gods of the heathen. The heathen, they worship gods like half man, half animal. But God is not, he look like us.
Well, I'm saying
Oh, why the devil? Why the devil?
yeah.
That's made up. That's made up.
Yeah, that's made up. That's why.
So he's a black human. They're talking about the devil, but they're he's
He's
man.
made.
He's
He
man.
look like a man.
So he's black. No, he's black and white.
What you
He's
talking
man.
about? The devil? The devil is this so-called right.
Come on, he's white.
The one on
Oh,
earth.
give us the phone.
The devil is somebody that's on earth causing ruckus and doing wickedness and deceiving everybody.
It's all that.
Hey, you got that right. You still got that right. When you look at Trump, that is an example of the devil.
And he didn't make it like. And we have to slap control, like saying when every bedtime is at. And he's trying to make stupid rules, like.
Yeah.
And when we were there, they made us the white. Yeah, the white guy. We made us do it.
So look. In the future, things gonna get really bad out here. Y'all gonna see people die. For real. We ain't trying to scare y'all, but it's just
Well,
true.
why are they going to?
Because God is gonna judge the world.
He has to judge. If God is a judge, that means He has to judge, and that's what this world don't want to agree with that.
Yeah, because he's gonna see if the white is
This
white
world
or
wants
not.
you to believe that you could be as evil as you want, and God ain't gonna do nothing. That's what this world wants you to
But
believe.
it's like question.
But you gotta
Is
fear
it-
God.
Is it true that if you're gay, people?
Look, there's no hell underground. America is going to be a lake of fire when this place gets
This is
nuked from sea to
basically-
shine to
That's
sea.
right, yeah.
There you go. That's it. Ain't no hell on the ground. That's something that
Yeah, I know.
that's something that
Hell-
that
hell
man
is
made
not-
up.
No, some hell down there. Hades up there.
No, hell is hell. You got different definitions. Hell is the grave, is death. But this place that we live in, and this
It's
life
heaven.
is hell. But literally,
It's heaven for the devil. It's heaven for
Right.
Satan. It's
Right.
hell for us. When we were in slavery, getting hung on trees and put in chains, that's not heaven. That was hell for us.
but when it talks about burning, no, that's no place underground. That's what America is going to be real soon when the nuclear
So
missiles
you
hit
don't
this
get
space
burned in
from sea to
fire?
shining sea.
So you wait, so can we move to a different
People who don't serve the Lord, they will over here in America when nuclear missiles fly. And that's why we need the Lord. Listen. That's why we need the Lord to come and save us. The one who the world calls Jesus, we told you his name. His name is Yahweh Shai. He's going to crack those clouds and what the world calls UFOs. And he's going to beam up the elect of his people. That's the salvation that we need while nuclear missiles is coming down at the same time.
Open it like a zipper. Like one of them dimensions.
There you
go.
go.
Dimension down.
You got it.
I mean, aliens.
They're not aliens. Those are the angels. It's so-called UFOs, but really those are the chariots of the Lord. When you read the Bible, they all throughout them. No. It's not aliens. They angels.
The same way he lied and said God was right. That's the same thing. It's the same lie. Oh, they're not. The people in those
So they're actually
are actually angels. That's what
Wait,
they're
so
angels.
in real life they don't look like that.
In real life, they look like this. They look like big, strong,
So-called black men. You know?
They look like.
That's how they be in like
You guys from
so-called
down? Y'all
Jamaican.
from down here?
Yeah.
Okay, so
One of y'all are
you
Jamaican
can watch us on the channel. Just type in GMS
or Haitian.
Miami or GMS Broward.
Write it down so you won't
Write it
forget.
down. I know you.
I'm gonna try to remember it. GMS Miami and
GMS
GMS.
Broward.
Wait, let me go check on them, okay? We're coming right back.
All right,
No
that's
Spanish, y'all. Because we don't know where.
All right, get
Well,
go.
all we know is they're at the state.
Go find your sisters. Go find your sisters. Go protect your sisters.
We'll see
Protect
y'all
your
on the
sisters.
chariot, hopefully.
That's you.
Shalom. Wow.
What is that?
Not about the babes.
That's right, man.
God has ordained praise.
Hey, I read this real quick. It says Matthew 18:3. It said, "Verily I say unto you, except you be converted and become as little children, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven." So you gotta receive this as little children, man. You know, you ain't supposed to turn them away. Because shoot, what we say? Isaiah 4:1 is gonna be. It's gonna be a lot of women. It's gonna be a lot of children. What we say the 1/3 is gonna be. I mean, a lot of women, a whole bunch of children, man. Mixed multitude. It's gonna be some men that's not of the 144,000. You got friends of prophets. You know, it's gonna be a lot of women and children, man.
They can't put new wine in a whole wine bottle.
Bro, they like that.
Crazy. Because they haven't been
Indoctrinated.
as much as these people.
Matthew 19 and verse 13. Then were there brought unto him little children, that he should put his hands on them and pray, and the disciples rebuked them. Verse 14, but Yahushua said, suffer little children and forbid them not to come unto me, for such is the kingdom of the Most High. Hey, the little kids, like Ram, that Ram brought out, you gotta receive this shoe guys a little kid.
Right. Matter of fact, one more comment, because coming out of ancient Egypt, all the men that was over the age of 20, they died in the wilderness. But the little kids that saw the Lord split the sea, they made it into the promised land. It was them. They the ones who was cried, and the walls of Jericho came down, man. Because they just believed, because as little kids, they saw the Lord split the sea, man. That's all they needed to see. Right. You know?
Man. Hey, bro, I can tell you how about some
Going out even more, and the truth is getting more realer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We almost out of here.
Hey, Lord willing, this is edifying. We give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Kakadash.
and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to the hopeful elect. Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.